Eric Paul's in here, going to give you guys the core plays for the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. But first, I got a couple of quick questions here. So, kind of just seeing the news right now that came out that the PGA is going to allow distance measuring devices. So I don't know if that includes like rangefinders or just like wearable watch technology, or if it's just going to be maybe something that a caddy is going to carry that has like the GPS signal of like the distance to the pin and whatnot. I'm just kind of curious as to what your guys' thoughts are on that, because I kind of have some mixed feelings for it. I think you could actually like speed up the pace of play just because you won't have players and caddies just looking at their yardage books as much, or like having to stride out a yardage. But for me personally, if someone's like, got the rangefinder going there, it could distract away from the game a little bit. So I'm kind of hoping that it's just going to be some sort of wearable technology. You quick look, you can see the green layout and see the distances there. But anything other than that, I could kind of see it, ruining the game a little bit. Just kind of want to know your thoughts on that. I personally don't even bother using one in general. When I play golf, I feel like it just kind of takes away from the game of golf. So just kind of interested to see what your guys' thoughts are on that. But we're going to get into the core plays for the Pebble Beach tournament here. Let's go. All right, but real quick, the second thing here that I do want to point out is that this is probably going to be a rough week. So core plays this week are not exactly going to be core plays necessarily, just because you guys kind of know the golden rule here. What I like to do, to have someone qualify as a core play, they got to be checking all the boxes: recent form, course history, and stat rank. My 3 rules of 30, ranking in the top 30 of all 3 of those. And we just don't have that this week, okay? Dustin Johnson and Patrick Cantlay are really the only ones that we had this week, and DJ already withdrew. So we only have one true core play, and you can see that reflected in the cut likelihood percentage that you can find on 9to5sports.com. We just sorted by cut likelihood just real quick. We have one player that has an 80% likelihood to make the cut. Then the rest are 1, 2, 3 players at 70%, and then the rest are pretty much from that like below 70% to like 50%. That's where the majority comes in from. So we can expect a lot higher variance this week. So that is just something I want to point out to you guys. So let's get into the core plays for this week. All right, so getting to the core plays, like I said, we're going to start off with Patrick Cantlay. He really is just the class of the field this week. He's the only golfer that is technically checking all the boxes this week. Once again, checking all the boxes, top 3 in stat fit, course history, and recent form rank. I want them to be at least top 30 in all those. That's what I want to look for, or at least to have 3 straight made cuts in a row as well. We look at Patrick Cantlay. He's the only golfer in the field, now the DJ's out, that is actually checking all the boxes. So yeah, I actually like Patrick Cantlay a lot. The only worry with him is going to be his ball striking, 83rd in that, and then the fact that he's only 64th in strokes gained differential. I could see that he could possibly miss the cut. He has an 86% chance to make the cut, but overall I could kind of see where we are getting that from. 5th rated stat rank play, good course history, and it's been gained ascending as well. That is something that I always like to look for, that the course history or recent form has been getting better, and that's what we see for his recent form as well. So 13th place finish, 2nd place finish. He's looking like a phenomenal play for us this week. So Patrick Cantlay going to be a core play, going to be really the only true core play that we get this week. Next, I have Kevin Streelman up. Now Kevin Streelman, actually, I don't love it, but I don't hate it at the same time. We'll just look at it. So recent form rank 36, not bad. Stat rank 16th. Course history rank phenomenal, and then model rank 5th. So if we want to try to find a guy that's checking all the boxes, it'd be close to Kevin Streelman as well. We just look at the stats once again. Opportunities gained, ranks 101 in that. You worry about that. Strokes gained approach 60th in that. Typically, he's a better ball striker as well. I would expect this number to get better. We are definitely playing up for a guy that is a little bit risky. We look at his course history. It has been great. 2nd, 7th, 6th, and then a 14th place finish. Recent form wise, 22nd last week, 37th, miscut. That's why he's not checking all the boxes, because he had a miscut. It's, one of his last 3 events. But then he had a made cut to Makoba. So I'm not too worried about him. He has been playing some great golf. I really do like Kevin Streelman as a play this week. We'll be going on my way to get him as well. And then we're going to look at Matt Jones this week. I actually don't mind Max Homa as a play this week. But, Matt Jones, he was a value play for us last week, 6.9. So it feels weird paying 8.1 for him this week. And I don't exactly love that we are going to kind of have to do that. Just looking at it, his lowest stat that we're looking at this week is course history rank, where he ranks 30th in that in the field. We look at the tournament history, it's been pretty solid. 5th place finish, 53rd place finish, miscut, and then a 23rd place finish in 2017. So 3 out of 4 make cuts in a row here at this course. Recent form has been phenomenal. I'm kind of chasing the recent form a little bit with him. 4 straight make cuts in a row out of his last 6 tournaments. That's what I like to see. And they've all been, pretty quality finishes as well. So yeah, Matt Jones, I don't mind as a play this week. 8.1 though, it does kind of worry you to pay up that much for him. And the next one is going to be Matthew Naismith. Now, the last time I talked about Matthew Naismith, it was actually in this video, and Matthew Naismith freaking ended up really kind of hurting my builds that week. But he was a top 5 play that week. He's been a really solid stat rank play kind of this whole year. He's been hitting the ball well. He kind of just has to be a little bit more consistent. And we finally saw that with him last week where he had a great finish. So just kind of looking at it, he was a great play for us at the American Express when he missed the cut. Okay, Farmers, I liked him staff it wise, 48th place finish, and then last week with that top 10 finish. No, it's not surprising because he is a good stat rank play. He finished 11th in 2020 at this course. So stat fit wise, top 3 stat fit play. I mean, he's a better stat rank play than Patrick Cantlay this week. Total driving, ball striking, top 12, strokes gain differential, 2nd. And I think that's a key stat to really show you guys how well he has been playing. Strokes gain differential. He's ranked 2nd on tour this season. I mean, that's just phenomenal. Opportunities gained and everything else is pretty much top 50 or better. He just needs to cut down on his bogey avoidance, and he needs to be a little bit better as birdie to bogey ratio as well. That would be the worry with him. If he misses the cut, it's going to be because he was making a bunch of bogeys, which could happen for him this week. But overall, it's just going to be a quality play. There's just going to be risk associated with the plays that we have to make this week. That is just the week that we have. I don't love it. No one else is going to love it, but it's just kind of the hand that we're dealt this week. So I don't mind it overall. Then going a little bit lower, Stuart Sink, Jim Furyk, I don't mind. I'm kind of trying to choose between those guys. And I kind of just end up on Stuart Sink a little bit. And I don't want to be honest with you guys. I wish his ball striking was a little bit better, but total driving is there. Strokes gain approach is there. Strokes gain differential is there. Hasn't been making a ton of bogeys. Course history rank could be better. 38th. 100th and 55th place finish, so that's not exactly good. Recent form has been okay, 3 straight made cuts in a row. I don't exactly love it, but that's kind of just what we're getting here at this low price point range. And then going a little bit lower here, there's only one value play worth mentioning. Once again, 9 of 5 has the best value plays, and man, I'm worried about it this week. Last week we dominated value wise. James Hahn almost helped me take down a GPP, but this week I'm a little bit worried. Okay, stat rank wise, Cameron Piercy ranks 11th, and that's with some kind of bad stats mixed in there. Total driving 99th, opportunities gained 114. That's not exactly great. Okay, but overall, compared to the rest of the value plays in this price point range, he has like a 10% higher likelihood to make the cut than everyone else around his price point range. Course history wise, hasn't played in the last 2 years. Had a miscut in 2018, and then a top 10 finish in 2017. So I'm really liking him there. And then recent form-wise, miscut at the AMX, and then a 48th place finish at the Farmers. So overall, it's just going to be kind of just an interesting week in general. We'll just put it that way. Going to be one where you don't exactly want to go crazy with it, I don't think. But if you do end up with 6 for 6 across the cut line, you guys are going to be set up for just pretty much a phenomenal week. I do want to just say, make sure to leave that comment, answer that question that I had for you guys at the start of the video. Just, it's interesting in general there. If you guys want to join 9 to 5 Nation, you should. $10 a month, best value in PGA DFS. Hope you guys do. If not, like, subscribe, leave a comment. It always helps the videos. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and as always, let's keep cashing.